A police encounter in Palm Bay more than 2 years ago that sent a man to the hospital is the subject of an excessive force federal lawsuit. The officers are facing accusations of a false arrest that led to the man's injuries.
As WESH 2 investigative reporter Justin Shecker and photojournalist Mike Hansen show us, one of the officers was involved in a more recent arrest that also raises questions about police conduct.
Yeah, you don't have your red light.
Write the citation then.
December 2022, Palm Bay police pulled over Scott McIntyre while riding a Segway.
They claimed it wasn't properly lighted.
Can I put my hands on the car?
Police say they had probable cause to arrest McIntyre for resisting without violence because he removed his hands from the patrol car, reached near his waistband, and failed to comply with commands.
I got no weapons. You guys got no reason to search me? None? Nothing? So, I just showed you what I had. No weapons, man.
Keep your hands on the car.
I put my hands on the car because I wanted to.
Keep your hands on the car.
Man, is that a lawful order?
Stop.
What are you doing, man? What are you guys doing to me?
Stop.
I'm not doing nothing.
Stop resisting.
I'm not doing anything.
Stop resisting.
I'm not even moving. I'm not even moving. Oh my God, you guys.
This confrontation, captured on an officer's body-worn camera, is the focus of a federal lawsuit accusing the officers of an unlawful stop, false arrest, and excessive force. Attorney Daniel Faraday tells WESH 2 investigates this police encounter sent his client to the emergency room.
Pinning him to the ground, handcuffing him, and injuring him. He had a pre-existing hernia.
First off, I just want to apologize to you about everything that's going on.
And they injured him to the point where he needed medical attention.
Me, along with my other supervisors, have decided that you will not be charged with any crime nor citations.
In a court filing, Palm Bay's city attorney states any and all injuries suffered by McIntyre was caused in whole or in part by his negligent and or wrongful acts and conduct. But Faraday says police should have issued a citation instead of tackling McIntyre to the ground and handcuffing him.
You want to hope that it's not a top-down policy to use violence like this. I intend to find out.
WESH 2 Investigates has requested on-camera interviews of both the city of Palm Bay and the police department. We want them to walk through their policies that would have justified sending McIntyre to the hospital. In motions to dismiss the federal lawsuit, attorneys for the officers argue they're entitled to qualified immunity, and the complaint fails to establish that the officers violated McIntyre's rights. Turns out one of the Palm Bay police officers named in McIntyre's federal complaint is also involved in an arrest from last year that left another man paralyzed from neck down.
He wakes up one morning fine, then the next day he can't walk.
On June 28th, Palm Bay police found Thomas Farley hiding in some bushes at a Circle K on Babcock Road.
I'm paralyzed now. I can't cross the pole. I'll pick up on one more.
He never should have been tased, but he's tased 6 times when he's on top of the fence and he falls to the ground and breaks his neck.
His family is represented by attorney Ben Crump.
And we are here talking about this not only because it was an injustice, but because he can't get to a proper rehabilitation center to try to treat him for his paralysis as long as he has criminal charges pending.
Whether the conduct of the Palm Bay officers who arrested McIntyre crossed the line will come to light when the court hears his case.
The kind of the use of force, the abuse of the office that these officers are given, most of whom, the vast majority of whom, dutifully comply with the preservation of, as opposed to the violation of, the residents of Florida's federal and states' civil rights, which we have as citizens, to be free from the seizure of our bodies without probable cause, and to be free from excessive violence from members of law enforcement.
Covering Brevard County in Palm Bay, Justin Shecker, WESH 2 Investigates.
Court records show a 3-day jury trial has been set in the McIntyre case for April 2026.